dangerous.
Almost all of them are not vaccinated. So Ron DeSantis cares. Ron DeSantis will talk about why he needs to get a booster, why he probably has gotten a booster and hasn't talked about it, why people in the state of Florida and around the country should get boosted. That will protect them. And he's choosing to fight a battle on something that sadly we've lost in our arsenal for now. The monoclonals will hopefully be updated to work again in the future, but for the moment, why don't we follow the science instead of pandering to in relationship with Regeneron, which I think is what he's doing here, and just being contrary in a way that attracts attention.
You mentioned losing something in the arsenal. Let me come to this. We now know that the Biden administration is withdrawing the vaccination and testing regulation for larger businesses. Of course, that's after the Supreme Court blocked the mandate of one or the other for large businesses. I know that you were very supportive of this mandate and others and trying to get the tens of millions of eligible holdouts to get vaccinated. Now that it's off the table, what's the backup? What's the next plan to get those folks to get the shots?
Well, I think most of us believe that if you go someplace where you're forced to be, like your place of work, and it's a factory or it's a hotel where you're cleaning rooms, forget people like me who have the luxury of working in our homes, that you should have a right to a healthy environment, and that your employer, if the Supreme Court won't do the job, well then that your employer, whether it's Marriott or Walmart or anybody else, should make sure that if you're required to go to work and be there all day, that it's safe. And that can happen a number of ways. It can happen if people are vaccinated. It can happen if people are masked reliably. Testing can play a role in it. This is kind of absurd that the Supreme Court didn't think that people in this country have a right to a safe workplace and OSHA can't enforce it. But look, we got to go with the best we have. States, local governments, and employers need to take this seriously to protect people.
Andy Slavitt, always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Bob.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell talks to CNN about his strategy to win back the majority in the midterms. Is he aligned with former President Trump? We've got details.
And things are only getting worse for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. London police say they are now investigating parties at Johnson's official residence, 10 Downing Street, for potential breaches